Okay, so the second part is devoted to play, understood as constructive utopia. And I would like to propose that play could be also a means, a tool to create some constructive utopias, that we could play those utopias. So play is something that can put us in a state of flow. You know, the term flow, in which individual allows themselves to be completely immersed and absorbed in a given activity, to lose track of time, to effortlessly find next steps in a particular activity, gestures, solutions, as in a good and exciting dance. It's a state in which you lose a sense of complete control over your actions, even though they may be acting intuitively. So intuition, and at the same time, having this control. The flow makes playing a sense of profound fulfillment and satisfaction, while also transcending our mental, imaginative, cognitive, or even physical limitations. And I think it's something important for the whole concept of play, that it gives you possibility to transcend your limitations, to open your imagination, to open your body to other experiences. And play can take many forms. It of course can be an entertainment, but it can be also something that sharpens your senses, something that refreshes perception, allowing to see familiar and tame situations in a new light. So play gives you possibility to see things that were hidden or that were not visible before. Play has also a creative and critical power. So in a play you can see connections, you can connect some dots between phenomena or elements of reality that were not seen as connected, that were perceived as distant. You can generate new ideas, perverse concepts, and out-of-box solutions. So play could be a mechanics of creating new worlds, a way of world building, a way of producing new relationships, states or entities. Like in a carnival, you know, the status quo is undermined. It's a kind of semiotic rebellion. It's something that shatters established hierarchies. It's something that dethrones authorities. So the play is something quite serious if it has this power of doing that. It also, refers to the question, to one of the questions about the power of art. If art really has a power to change things in the world, or only to point at some, let's say, dangers, or if it's more about awareness or it's about real impact. So play can be very structured. You can have concrete rules and guidelines, but it can be also something completely unstructured, something that is based on free improvisation, something that allows resistance to social rules or exploration of new possibilities. Carlos Bremont, a creative technologist and founder of Studio Carlos, blends interactive art with cutting-edge technology in his projects. His works, from video installations to generative AI, demonstrate how technology can open up new paths for creative exploration, exactly this. And Carlos' collaborations with Super Bien Studio and his experimental Super Lab invite us into a world where play and interaction transform our understanding of art and technology. I would also like to propose thinking of play as an ally in designing better futures that are ecosystemic in nature, ones that extend play to more than humans, machines, plants, animals, habitats, ecosystems. So we can think about play that is not only human play, it's more than human play. And I very much like the bridge between morning session and now that was proposed by Irini, and the quote from James Bridle about more than human perspective. So this play can use the potential of speculation, transgression, exploration, sharpening the senses, challenging meanings, hierarchies, authorities, to weave the world anew into decentralized, more than human networks and systems. So for instance, to give you one example, Špela Petrić, a Slovenian artist, created the work PL AI, in which a cucumber plays with a neural network in an unsupervised human environment. And she discovered that there are like patterns of play between neural network, between machine and a cucumber. Some activities that have no other sense than the pure play. And her hypothesis is that, that play becomes an ontological condition of bodies without top-down rules. So not only humans can play, but also cucumbers, other plants, coral reefs, and neural networks. It brings me to James Bridle's thoughts on planetary intelligence. Bridle, using the term planetary intelligence, broadens our understanding of intelligence to include other forms of it. Decentralized, non-binary intelligences of plants, animals, ecosystems, and even entire planetary systems. And Bridle suggests that AI could open our sensitivity and perception to them, so we can use AI to better understand other intelligences that are not, like we don't project, using Michaela terms, we don't project our mental models there, but we try to understand other intelligences that are not human through AI. It can serve as a tool to help us connect with other forms of beings that existed for millennia but have often been overlooked or misunderstood. So we can shift our focus from human-centered control to a more holistic planetary perspective. But what would it mean for AI to help us perceive the intelligence of a forest, for instance, or an ocean, or a coral reef? How might this expanded sense of intelligence change our relationship with the natural world and with each other? Could AI paradoxically help us become more attuned to non-human ways of knowing and being? And Mark H. Geary, our next speaker today, is a sound artist and experienced designer who explores play as a bridge between humans and nature through technology. His work at the Google Arts and Culture Lab uses interactive art to reinterpret climate data, offering new accessible ways to engage with environmental issues. And Mark also uses technology as a tool that mediates an exchange between nature and humans, but also between different species, an exchange that happens in both directions and has the potential to help both sides in a kind of communication and maybe understanding. And his projects challenge the perception that humans and nature are inherently in opposition. And as I thought about the intertwining of technology, play, and futures, I was reminded of the concept of dark play. The dark play is a concept created by Richard Schechner, an anthropologist who researched various forms of cultural performances. This concept, the concept of dark play, emerges as particularly subversive and compelling form of interaction that is based on ambiguity, unpredictability, and hidden dynamics. So it's not a play or a game based on certain strict rules, but something that is created on ambiguity. During that play, players may not even realize they are involved in a play, and the rules, if they exist, are often known only to a few. So this kind of play, in this scenario, it blurs the lines between reality and fiction, play and seriousness, safety and danger. Ambiguity of roles, rules, and intentions appear in this kind of play. It often leads participants to question what is real and what is artificial, what is consensual and what is coerced. It also has a potential for critiquing social norms, challenging power dynamics, and unsettling the participant's sense of control. And here I think about Cecily Wagner-Falkenstrom, an artist and explorer in AI-based interactive art that takes us on the journey into the darker aspects of the human condition. Her works, such as Frank or Faust, use machine learning to create interactions of different levels of complexity. Would we be willing to sell our soul or private data to a modern-day Mephistopheles? Or will next models of artificial intelligence turn out to be product of Frankenstein, and we will be the modern Prometheuses? So, we may broaden a bit this question. What are other ways of mediating dark play through technology? Who is playing with whom? What are the hidden participants in that play? Do we know rules about this dark play? In what ways does technology enhance, amplify, or change the dynamics of dark play, especially as it relates to the creation of new realities and worlds? Do we have to necessarily understand this dark play as something bad? Maybe it's something necessary if we want to somehow break the rules of our existing power structures and create some new realities. And also, what kind of plays are we going to play today? And Carlos, the floor is yours.